Howdy, folks. This is Proctor here around the Midwest. Well, I got a video idea today for you guys. And I think you've seen that 4 years ago I talked about the van. That I fixed the van. Yeah, it needs new brake pads already. And the van lasted 4 years without having to have new brake pads on it. So, let's get right to it. This kind of van is actually a 2013 Dodge Grand Caravan. It is a SE model. So basically an SE model would actually have less technology on it like it has. And so that's where you see this kind of original stock rim. Yeah, that'll bust your toe for sure. It's that hard. And so this kind of van, basically, it's shiny. It basically had a couple of rough accidents. Both of them were actually done by separate people. We weren't the ones that actually wrecked. They were the ones that actually caused us to have these dents. The one you just seen just a minute ago, that was one of them. And you'll see it right there on the bottom. Yeah, that's the first dent that the van received. And a lady did not report it in, so she got fired. So, this van, 2013 year, it was actually first a rental. It was first a rental vehicle before it even came into Illinois to be sold as a civilian vehicle. So what else does it have? Well, it doesn't really have anything except for its original stow and go at the bottom, which one of the pockets is being used right now for my tools. So basically, I like this van, but its transmission sometimes will jerk, but it still works. Okay. Alright, so you can see that one of the seats is folded in, and I do have 2 more seats folded in too. But this seat can't be folded in because of my tools that are inside. So it's kind of a big bummer. I actually had a miniature sized truck before I started driving this van again. I only had the truck for at least a year and a half before the headlights went out. So that's just it. I had no headlights for the rest of the night, and so me and the family decided that it was time for it to go. And so somebody used it for a new trade-in. These taillights I love because basically 90% of it is LED, while the bottom one is just light bulb. I just wish that the reverse bulb would actually be LED as well, so that you don't have to worry about a bulb at all. So what can I say? I like it. And so this van actually comes equipped with a 3.6 liter Pentastar VV10 engine. VVT, I mean. So, let's pop his hood. We named him Sideswipe. Just give me a minute. Here's the engine. Oh, shoot. So basically, the only part that I actually replaced around here was the battery. I did that myself. But then again, I had to go to AutoZone because the negative charge cord wouldn't go down all the way. So I had to have AutoZone push it down for me because I did not have the right requirement tool to push it down without scraping the pole on it. But all in all, it was actually a great engine. Oh, and I also replaced the filter too, which the filter actually is high performance. So it's going to last a great while. it's not really a regular filter, and so that's why it's been getting the best fuel efficiency it is. Recently, we had to have the thermostat replaced just because of an error. The thermostat actually failed on us basically a year ago, and it kept going on and off during the winter time. From this past winter, we had to actually replace it for real because it kept going off and on. And basically, it would not shut off. The engine light was not blinking, but it was actually on. So, we basically had to replace it, and we basically got the AC and the heater working. And so basically you can see all the way in there that those are the climate controls. The climate controls are actually what controls it all. Your climate controls are always going to be within there. All right, so basically we can actually just shut the hood from here. Let's shut the hood. All right, going inside. Since I said this is a SE model, this vehicle does not have much. You got your little display area, but you don't have the big screen. But there is a big block to where it was supposed to have one, but it doesn't because of how the model trend is. And you can see there's not much. So your step to actually switch between the options: temperature, trip A, B, miles until empty, miles per gallon, and how many miles the vehicle has. So that's basically all it has in the middle. This van just only has a gas and a heater gauge, which basically just keeps track of the heat of the engine. So this radio is actually factory because I had it. Well, let's just say I basically got the van caught up with the technology. So this radio is actually Bluetooth. So you can see the microphone right there. I've actually had my last radio replaced in my truck, and it had the exact same microphone. So I'm used to this. So this radio is actually great, and I love it. It's a Kenwood. So Kenwood DMX 70. What is that? 6S. Okay, that's the kind of model it is. But it has your up and down for volume. This is your home button, your menu button. This button is for Apple Play or either Android Auto, just in case if you want to plug in your phone. Do directions. You have to have a separate cord that plugs in from behind, and to have one of the cords, you have to have one of your charger cords to hook up to the main power cord that's connected to your radio. Like mine is an Apple cord, so I gotta have Apple CarPlay in order for it to work. This is the cam button. This button doesn't work because I did not install the cam, so I don't need it either because I can actually do well without it. I've driven this van longer than what I have with the truck. All right, let's start the vehicle, shall we? I gotta remember to turn things down. All right. Okay. Our project while driving could be disrupting or dangerous if not done in a careful manner. And so that is basically what it tells you first. You can actually check the box where it said get rid of this within 10 seconds of operating. What that means is once the radio has started back up, it will count to 10 seconds, and then once that time's up, it will, boom, go away, and then it'll repeat to the radio. So, menu button. Your menu button just shows the, let's see, screen adjustment, display off, camera, setup, audio, radio at the top, Bluetooth, and let's see, your Apple or Android Auto, your main radio, and your telephone for when your phone is actually connected. I love it. I really love it so much. All right. Um, Sometimes it could be a little bit on the side. And so everything is being blocked off because of how my phone is acting right now. So you can't really see everything. But on this left side, it says Bluetooth. And let's see, one of those cords. And USB, Spotify, Sirius XM. The other one is Pandora, audio, I think iPod. Yeah, iPod and something else. The second part, I can't use because the vehicle is not more technology enough. But all in all, I like it. Shoot. All right, let's turn this off for now because I have the radio on. I have the AC windows down. So let's see. Just like I said, there's the display, and I'm gonna press step 0. That was actually your speed count for when you're driving. This is basically your miles per gallon. So I'm at 19.1. I need to grow that. 80 degrees. That's your thermostat towards the ground. It's not that accurate. There's your miles. There's your trip A, trip B, and there's your miles again. I like it. So I want you guys to know how you like it. I mean, these bands are pretty good enough, but I like it. Okay, so this, just because of a price mishap, we actually got this for free because it showed the wrong price online. So that was a good deal right there. Got it for free. Everything else. Okay, this all the way back here where I'm touching, that's the rear controls for them, just in case if they want to control it themselves. But let's just say if you have little kids back there, you can easily just do this. You can easily just turn it on yourself. So, your fan control and your temperature control. That is the great option right there. Same with these. But, like I would say, these two up front are dual climate, but I do not move them at all, or unless I have to. And so, this, if you want your vehicle to be more like, let's just say more cool down or heated up, you can easily just turn this on. Okay, so let me show you. In order to have them have control, it's on the 0. It's on the 0 right now. That's what I'm just gonna call it. You put it down. Now they have control because it's pointed the rear. So we're gonna turn that back off. Okay, your controls: face, and foot, and foot. Does it? All right, this one. Your front vents and your foot. Front vents and rear vent. You can have these two on at the same time during the winter time, so that you can defrost your window quickly. Okay, so but also during the summertime, this is your recycling button. Your recycling button is basically there to help your engine go through, just recycling the air within the engine so that it'll cool off faster. You do not want to keep this on because it's only there just so you can recycle the air until it cools down. Once you feel the cold air coming out of the vents, turn this off. Your AC button, yeah, you can have this on, but don't have this on for so long. Just have it on when you want to recycle your air. Okay, so I hope you actually liked it because this van has been in the family since 2014, and this year is 2020. So I want you guys to know, how did you like this video? Please make sure you like the video if you like. Same with subscribing if you like. I'm not forcing you, it's your decision. So, without any further ado, I hope I see you all next time. Peace out, amigos.